What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So you brothers know every day I go out and I sort content for the channel, and I want to bring content that is very unique to the African American male experience or the black male experience, no matter where you're at, especially if you're in the Western world, you know, UK, Canada, America. And of course, I came across this particular article on Media Takeout. And the article said, rapper The Game caught kissing a Caucasian actress. Are white girls the new wave of 2022 or in 2022? So now, there is this Caucasian actress. Her name is Alan. And The Game is 42. She recently broke up with her boyfriend who was white. And so she posted, "You just broke up." And she's dating The Game now. As it appears, you can see them there, them kissing each other. And I don't know if this is to make her ex Johnny jealous, but you do see that there is some sort of affection there, and it looks like, you know, they really are a couple. Okay, and this is right in the midst of guys like Jamie Foxx dating white women. You have Chris Rock dating a white woman. The Game, you know, who's very urban but dating a white woman. And people are asking the question on Black Twitter, is this the new wave of 2022? And you know what? My question is, where in the hell have y'all been? Where have y'all been? Because let me just be real, and this is no shot at the brothers that are coming from Africa, that are first or second generation, or the brothers from the Caribbean. At first, it was many of them. Even Sidney Poitier, he was a Caribbean, right? So a lot of the blacks you saw that were dealing with a lot of white women in Hollywood, some of them came from the Caribbean when everybody was known as just being black. And a lot of brothers that were dealing with a non-black women were coming from Africa to a certain degree, or the Caribbean. And it is because in certain parts of their cultures, it wasn't looked at as being disrespectful as much as it is in our culture to deal with white women. So if you are a Nigerian brother, depending on what tribe you're from, I'm not going to say all Nigerians believe like this, but it appears that for African Caribbean brothers, it was a little bit easier to deal with white women and not be ostracized by your own society. I'm saying a little bit easier, all right, on average. Whereas with the black men in America, there was something to lose. If you dated with a white woman, I mean, you kind of looked a little different at your church. You would look different in the community. Black men wouldn't say nothing, but black women would. So it's a problem. But now, why is there no issues now? I'll tell you. Black men just don't give a fuck. Okay? The community doesn't have a hold on black American men as it used to in the past. It's just like this. You know how chicks today can get pregnant by many different men and nobody looks down upon them or criticize them anymore because there's no consequence. So that's why you do it. You can get pregnant. You couldn't get pregnant in 1960s and 70s or the 40s or 50s and not be married. It was a consequence. You were ostracized. You made your family look bad. Now it's okay because there's no consequence. The community can't punish anybody anymore. And the reason why you see so many black men out there with white women so publicly now, and it's okay, because there's no bearing on the community. Of course, they're going to talk shit, but let's be real. The community not paying these guys. Maybe if you were, you know, certain singers, I know they try to come down hard on Maxwell or R. Kelly, but for 99% of the guys, The community don't sign your check. They don't. The community don't employ black men. So there's no consequence. Some of these guys have gotten their money from corporate America. They've gotten their money from, other sources of their own energies and stuff. The industries they're in. Who, like Robert Smith? Hey, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, you're a billionaire. You got a white woman that meant you had to depend on the black community for something. But now black people don't have to depend on each other for shit. And it's sad, right? That's the sad part. The sad part is we are not beholden to each other. See, when I come on here every day and I have to come on here and podcast for my group, I'm beholden to the brothers of the Black Manosphere community, the African-American community at large, black men and black women. I'm beholden to you to even feed myself. But for most black men, that's not like that. And see, once you get black men to a point where they don't care what you think, bring on the white women. Bring on the Asian women. Because you can't crucify them no more than you already have. Well, I'm already going to be dusty anyway. I'm already going to be ain't shit anyway. Like, black men pay attention to what's going on to Michael B. Jordan and what happened to Devon Franklin. So if I get with y'all, I'm going to be that anyway. Let me just go ahead on and get the white girl then. Okay? Because what are you going to do to me that you already haven't done? And people don't want to talk about that, but that is the current mentality of black men and black women in relationships. We, as a community, we have to add more value to each other. I talk about it all the time, especially black men in our own communities. What do we offer each other for us to even do business together? Number one. But for black men and black women, what is the incentive that keeps you loyal to the consequences of the black community? Outside of just being ostracized and criticized. Hey, you're not paying my bills. That's what many black men think. You don't pay my bills. All right? You don't write my checks. I'll date whoever the fuck I want to date. What are you going to do about it? Nothing but talk. Fine. And when you get anybody like that in black America, feeling like that, feeling tired of the black community, feeling tired of black women or black men, and they don't care what you think, we've already lost them and their talent. We've lost them. Our community has lost our people due to certain levels of incompetence, not appreciating talent, both men and women. So then people just say, I don't care. Because see, if you cared, then you would act a certain way. If you care what the black community thought about certain things because they offer value, okay, I'm in the black community. I have my business there. All right, so my wife has to be a certain situation because the community dictates how I should act. But in this case, it doesn't. And when the community don't have anything to offer black men, or they don't feel like they're gonna do this, because you can't hurt them, and they feel somewhat mistreated, talked down to. People say a lot of stuff without saying anything. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.